Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gary Agnew, CEO and co-founder at Ideon Technologies. And at Ideon, we're developing the subsurface intelligence layer for the planet, and we've started in mining. We're also the company that uses the energy from supernova explosions in space to image deep beneath the Earth's surface in very high resolution. But this is not a story about space. This is a story about Earth and unlocking the resources humanity needs to thrive and survive cleaner, quicker, and with greater confidence than ever before. So what I often get asked is, why on earth did you choose mining? And this slide explains why. On the right-hand side, what you see is we are staring down a $12 trillion supply gap between here and 2050 for copper, cobalt, nickel, lithium, etc. So that's a pretty exciting opportunity out of the gate. But then when you look at the left-hand side of the slide, what you'll quickly realize is this supply chain is broken. Discovery's down, ore grade is down, productivity's down, energy intensity is up 100%. And the hard truth is, if you discover a new deposit today, it is more than 20 years before that is turned into metal production. And so when I look at this opportunity, I said, hell yeah, mining. We have a generational opportunity to transform a traditional and critical industry. Now, to do that, we had to solve one fundamental problem first. The problem is geological uncertainty. Now, I was once told that when you kind of convey a complex idea or concept, it's sometimes helpful for the audience to be able to feel what uncertainty, what that concept feels like. And so I want to give you an example that you can relate to, but I need you to play along with me. I promise it's not going to hurt, but if you can all just close your eyes for a moment. So I want you to imagine yourself, you're in the front seat of your car, your hands are on the wheel, your partner's in the passenger seat, those have kids, the kids are in the back, and you're on your way to the beach or maybe off to the game. And as you open your eyes, what you're going to see is you are confronted by low-resolution imaging. Coarse, pixelated imaging. It's difficult to make things out. Your eyes are assaulted by that low-resolution imaging, and you're only going 20 miles an hour. And so this level of uncertainty is a real problem if you're a driver, and certainly it's a problem if you are in the mining business. Now, we are in San Francisco, one of the Waymo hubs in the US, and therefore I wanted to take the analogy a little bit further, the example, and turn it into autonomous driving. So even with the best neural nets in the world processing hundreds of frames a second, they cannot overcome the inherent ambiguity associated with low-resolution data. Low-resolution data is bad data, leads to bad decisions, and that leads to bad results, to the extent you end up knocking over a pedestrian or winding up off the edge of a cliff. Well, that is exactly the kind of uncertainty our mining customers deal with every single day, 3,000 feet underground, where they are stitching together poor resolution geophysical data with borehole samples. And what they end up with is data that is a mile deep, but only a pixel wide. And in this business, when a pixel here or a pixel there is the difference between hitting copper, hooray, or flooding the mine, boo, hopefully you get a sense of what uncertainty means to our customers in mining. And yet, this is a multi-trillion-dollar industry making billion-dollar decisions based on this kind of low-resolution data. The error bars are extraordinary in this world. And so Ideon, what Ideon is doing is, our vision is unlocking subsurface potential. 3 simple words and infinite in terms of our aspiration. And our mission is accelerating the world's transition to low-impact mining. And how we're doing that is delivering a platform proposition to our customers the largest mining companies in the world, and that goes all the way from proprietary sensor modalities at the base to immersive user experiences at the top of the stack. Now, in mining, uncertainty traditionally has been ignored. It has been smoothed or averaged. It has been worked around. But at Ideon, we actually believe uncertainty is the starting point for better decisions. And so we're not ignoring uncertainty. We want to understand it. We want to quantify it. Because once we can quantify it, we can start to think about improving it. Now, in terms of improving it, we have gone a long way back and far away to be able to improve uncertainty for our customers. I mentioned the supernova explosions that happen in space. They give off an array of cosmic rays, and those cosmic rays interact with matter on the Earth's upper atmosphere. I'm going to describe what happens then, but we are really searching for the best signal. And don't let anybody tell you that more noisy data is the right answer in this environment. High quality, high signal data is the way to unlock geological uncertainty. Anyway, so those supernova explosions, the cosmic rays interact with matter in the Earth's upper atmosphere and create a slew of secondary particles. One of those particles is called a muon. And there's a muon hitting your head every second, and there has been since the day you were born. You perhaps just haven't been aware of it. And the cool thing about a muon is they each tell a story. They tell a story about where they've traveled from and the density of the material they have traveled through. And what's super cool about this capability, we deploy quantum sensors deep underground, and we map muon intensity and directionality. And from that, we produce a 2D X-ray-like image and a 3D CAT scan-like image. So medical imaging is a very good analog for how our technology works. This is a passive technique, so no lead vests required here. And the imaging scale, we are imaging hundreds of millions, if not billions of cubic meters of Earth at any one time compared to some small part of the human body. And so quantum sensing, from our perspective, is a key to unlocking geological uncertainty and helping this mining industry transform to unlock and produce the metals that humanity needs to survive and thrive in the future. And muon tomography is our starting place, but we're already innovating across a range of novel sensor modalities to bring unique rock characteristics together to create a dynamic Earth model that allows our customers to know where to go and what to do next. And so we are deploying our solution, our platform, to some of the largest mining companies in the world at the largest critical metal mines around the world. And so we are not focused on exploration. We are in the engine room of critical mineral production. And we are helping the major mining companies find more, be able to prove it, be able to value it, figure out how to extract it, and ultimately help them restore that site when all of the minerals have been exhausted. And so us, reducing uncertainty in mining is actually what unlocks the future of humanity, providing us with the metals we need for national security, for energy dominance, for economic security and prosperity around the world. Thank you very much indeed.